In this video, we will start implementing the Vault ability for Lyra. Open GA Vault ability. Create three vector type variables for the Vault start point, Vault loop point, and Vault end point. These variables store the locations for the warp targets of motion warping. Let us now create the helper functions for this gameplay ability. The first function is detect object in front. This function will be called each time to make the sphere trace to detect object. Create the function. Index number for the trace is passed as a parameter. We will add two variables, front trace gap, which is the length between the traces, and front trace length is the length for the trace. Set the value for front trace gap as 30. Set the value for front trace length as 180. Get Lyra character from actor info method gets the reference for the character. Get the actor location from the same. The front trace gap multiplied by the index will give the height of the trace. Add it to the actor location z-axis. This sets the start location of the sphere trace by channel. Get forward vector from the actor rotation multiplied with the front trace length and add to the start location to get the end location for the sphere trace. Set the radius as 5. Create an array and add the Lyra character and add it to the actors to ignore to avoid any collision. Choose draw debug type as for duration. Break the hit result. Return the hit location and return value boolean if there is a hit. This completes the first function. Open the event graph. Add a for loop with break to the event activate ability. Add the last index as 4. Create a custom event break first loop and attach it to the break. This loop will execute 5 times and 5 spear traces will be sent to identify the object. If a hit is found, we will break this for loop. Call the helper function detect object in front for each iteration. If isHit variable is true, then break the for loop by calling the custom event break first loop. For the time being, to test the detect objects functionality, let's end ability. If there is no hit for all the traces and the index is 4, end ability. Now go to the shooter gym level, duplicate a block and create a surface to vault. start the level, you can notice 5 spear traces when there are no objects. If there is an object in front, only one trace is shown which hits the surface. In the next video, we will implement the second function, trace object top.